Hello again, Glue Trooper here. I'm back for another mob battle, and I know it's not quite my typical location, but if you happen to know a bit of the history of my mob battles, you might realize where I am. Kind of. You're probably thinking I'm in that one world that I unleashed the Touhou Items bosses, which is completely correct, because there's a particular profile I've got on a Technic Launcher that tends to help out with that. So, yeah, this isn't exactly my typical setup, and it goes way back to 1.7.10, so things wind up happening a bit differently. But yeah, I'm going to have the Touhou Items bosses against the mutants. Yeah, that's going to be a thing. Why? Because I want to finish it off with the mutant Enderman to keep on going with my Farland celebration, because let's face it, that mutant was totally inspired by Farland's lore, so I've got to do it. And I'll get back to some other big things eventually, but for now, again, going with my Farlands run, so let's let the mutation start. Now, we do have, well, actually, very first thing I need to make sure that, yeah, okay. Needed to make sure that wasn't going to be a big problem. Yeah. Anyhow, gonna start off with Tuziko. She's gonna be fine. I am trying to, oh yeah, the thing is, it's been a while since I did it with the imp, so I just had to remember to strike and then heal immediately so that they don't have any HP disadvantage. Hit immediately, they rampage the, that did get its attention though, Mutant Snow Golem. Have to kind of guide the shots a bit. Because remember, the AI is not normal with them. It's one of those things where they're very biased towards players only and not other mobs. And I can, however, unlike normal, get them to be mad at me in creative, which isn't normally how things work. Especially, they will, in fact, continuously attack me in creative, so that allows me to guide their strikes. And kind of emulate the two fighting in a normal way, because other mobs will count them as an enemy if they hit them first. So they will be prone to aggro. Now, the interesting thing is, this isn't going to be just with the Mutant Snow Golem. I'm going to go with a Mutant Tag Team. So, Spider Pig, can you do your thing? Or are you just going to be held back by your shots? Oh, you were nailed out of the air. You're having a bit of a problem there, Spider Pig. But she doesn't have much left after the Mutant Snow Golem managed to smack her with tremendous cubes of ice. Oh, wow. Hey! That was incredible. Spider Pig managed to get her down to her, I need to clear out a few other miscellaneous things, apparently. Managed to get her down to her spellcasting stage, where she starts using her spell cards, but immediately got blasted after that. So, yeah. So let's see if they can take on at least one of the Touhou Items bosses. Because Tuziko is actually one of the weaker ones in the mod. I know in the lore, Cirno isn't really that strong, but apparently the mod author is a big fan, so she got to have the most health, and therefore gets the most time shooting shots. So Cirno is the strongest in the mod, even if she's not in the lore. I realize that. I always did. I'm just saying. However, we're now going to see if she can get past a mutant skeleton after all this happened. Seeing how he's just gunning some good shots and nailing some good chunks of her HP, I'm guessing probably not. And she's gone. Okay, so we are up to Mutant Skeleton. And we are going to go on to the next Touhou Items boss, so I'm going to slide things back around a bit and reinitiate the tag team. And as such, I need to erase this guy from the world, so peaceful. That was a pretty good show, though. But I do need to reset them each time, so Tuziko is out. And I also, if I can just flip around these bows, I should be able to have the right spacing. So, Riggle is next. And we will see how she works out. Riggle? The serious bug fan? Are you going to be able to, take on more of them than your predecessor? Because she got up to, Mutant Skeleton whenever things went down. Right now, we're at Mutant Snow Golem. You're falling a little short there. Okay, that shot just got nailed out of the air. In case you're wondering about lag spikes, remember this is 1.7.10. It did in fact have more problems than 1.12.2 and otherwise. So, just saying, remember your modding history that things were trickier here than you might remember. You just keep falling short. You've lost your aim, Mutant Snow Golem. Or are you just totally misestimating her distance because she's higher up? I'm not sure you can hit her. I might have to get to more level ground. Because this time, it's just getting zapped. I think Spider Pig's jumps would have more luck. Well, she's getting closer. Can you finally hit her? Well, I think those shots are getting nailed out of the air, so probably not. Well, some of them are. Get a little bit closer there. Oh, nope, nope, nope. You're not getting it there. Just nudging them. I'm getting you pretty close, and you still can't seem to hit her. Is she that shielded? Or are you just suddenly not knowing how to throw? That hit. I was gonna say you were doing a lot better before, and now you've got it. Now you're starting to actually hit. And hitting pretty hard, too. These snow golems actually do a pretty good amount of damage. But they just kind of charge blindly, in a way, because, I mean, they're ranged, so you can call it a charge of sorts. But the fact is, they will just keep throwing with no ability to evade. And they're a big target, so they can get gunned down pretty hard. So range versus range, they usually lose out, but they tend to do a lot of damage first. Even then, I have seen them get a win in some interesting situations. So still don't underestimate the Mutant Snow Golem, because they're working on it. Wow. Got plowed that time. Up, and he's down. Okay, Spider Pig, hope is on you now. Come on, Spider Pig. Do what a spider can. Oh, nailed. Okay. Spellcasting phase has been initiated. Okay. She's shooting everywhere. Spider Pig is taking some pretty good damage. Went for a good leap, but missed. Come on, Spider Pig, you can do it. I don't even need to guide her shots, she's shooting everywhere. Did you leap over your target? Well, you are trying to web her. But, I'm sorry, doing what a spider can just was not enough. Okay, we know the drill now for tag team style. That party member has fallen. Time for the mutant skeleton. Let's see if Riggle can make it farther. Can you get past the mutant skeleton? Mutant skeleton, she's all ready to her spellcasting phase. Can you beat her? This is her first spellcasting phase. But she has more than one. Not sure if those lines are going to hit him. Well, he took a hit. So the distance worked out. But she's got a very weird second spellcasting phase. And she's down. Okay. So far, they haven't made it past... wrong button. Well, actually, it was in fact the right button because I need to peaceful it. So far, they haven't made it past Mutant Skeleton yet in the tag team lineup. We'll see exactly how far they can go. This time I'm doing a slight difference, though. Usually I end with the mutant... darn lips. You need to get my lips back into configuration. Okay. Usually I end off with the mutant zombie, but this time I'm ending off with the mutant Enderman because of, again, Farland style. So let's see how things go there. Okay, so next up will be Rumia. We're still ending with Cirno because, again, she has the most phases. So let's start up here. Remember, Rumia does this. She creates this weird black windows. I don't know what's up with this Windows version. It's like the last update somehow made it more sensitive, and it's not just me. I've seen other people having issues too. So it's like it's been making it super sensitive to your clicks. Okay, I think there's just one of her. Okay. Now we can get the mutant snow golem up here. I may have to adjust this more than once because yeah, that is weird. If they go away that way, then suddenly things don't turn out as you'd expect. But because mutant snow golems are technically friendlies, they won't go away on peaceful. So I have to start her up again. I don't know if they'll automatically attack. So this is a pretty interesting question. It's before they were being retributive. But now, I got one already on the field. There we go. Yeah, I was already throwing at her. So I gotta remember they're really aggressive towards even the Touhou Items bosses. Which doesn't always happen, might add. And again, she's just using an area of effect burst, so I don't think I even need to guide these shots. Especially when the lines are pretty tight together. Especially up close. Which is where he needs to be to actually hit her. Let me see, what her health is gonna be tricky to see because of this whole obscuring thing. Looks like he has hit her a few times. Wait, is that a okay. We're at spell card phase. Already. Thing is, Rumia has a bit more attack power on because of those beams than Riggle does, but she has less phases. Because those beams can just rake for big damage. Because look how they just kind of converge in. Just beam rake them. It's like just bzzz, it's like get lasered. Because Rumia despises the light, but ironically uses it to attack. So there we go. And Rumia didn't even get past Mutant Snow Golem. That's interesting. Well, you know, because of Cirno being... I'm just going to buff his health back up to full. That'll make it easier. We're already to Cirno. And we haven't had one yet that got past Mutant Skeleton. Rumia, I should put Rumia earlier on my roster when it comes to this, because that was just ridiculous. Rumia, I'm sorry. You're now like gonna be first up whenever I do these because you're apparently the one with just the least health. So even if you do pretty good damage with those beams, it's just not enough to keep up with even a mutant snow golem. So yeah, okay. Cirno, let's start this out. I have to punch her actually. Doesn't matter if the mutant snow golem is attacking her. She won't fight back unless I have hit her. And even then, she's not technically fighting back. She's trying to fight me. So you may have noticed that some of those blasts were aligned along the plane that I was currently flying at. That's a big part of it. Now, remember, Cirno has the most health in phases out of all of them in Touhou Items, even if she wouldn't necessarily be the biggest in the lore. Of course, once they do start engaging, they will just keep attacking. So this guy is going to have a big time because Icicle Fall hits a wide area whenever she starts doing this particular attack. So her spell attack is huge, and he seems to have been knocked so far away from her that he lost aggro. Spider Pig, you may need to do some stuff. He gets it. Oh. He is getting seriously blasted, though. Poor Spider Pig. Or should I say, well, I'm not sure. How does it go with mutants, anyhow? Either way, Spider Pig is about to be gone. And Spider Pig has flown the coop, literally, and just went that way. Okay. Sorry, Spider Pig. You are not stronger than Cirno. Okay. Mutant Skeleton time. Will you be the first to get past Mutant Skeleton? Or will the mutants claim victory over all of them just at this phase? We'll see. I'm also curious if possibly I reverse this slightly and have the Mutant Enderman, who I was going to feature anyhow, just fight all of them in a row and see if all of them combined can take them on. Okay. But she still has more phases. Now she's starting to do her spammy in-between phase. Okay, that phase was over pretty quickly. Now he's getting drilled. Okay, you're still able to shoot her, though. And the mutant skeleton is down. First one to get past the mutant skeleton. Okay. Let's do this. This is going to be explosive finish, guaranteed. Not sure just how much, but we'll see. Wow. That was quick. I mean, just look at how fast the mutant creeper is getting nailed. But that was her last phase, so now we know that she makes it all the way up to Mutant Creeper on the roster whenever we're going tag team style. But let's just go a little one-on-one here with the Mutant Enderman. So, realigning. And skipping the mutant zombie, ironically. I mean, I know, it's a big mutant thing, and I'm skipping the mutant zombie. But, I guess we could kind of reverse it so that we have them tag teaming the the mutant zombie first. Or would we well, I think I'll do that another time. I'll have them tag team against the mutants. Right now it's the mutants tag teaming against them. But just to see just how strong they are overall, I'm going to see if I can get them to fight the mutant Enderman one-on-one. Or one of him versus all of them, technically. So Rumia, the dark light. Let's see if you can get this guy. Yep, he's upset. Now his darkness blending in with hers, that's gonna make this hard to see. Wow, but her area attacks can take out the clones pretty quickly. That's something that you... Yeah, it takes some interesting thought there. Okay. She has hit him a few times. But I can't really line it up the same whenever I... Okay, that was interesting. He's going up for her. You know, we're getting a weird visual effect once in a while. I think it's because of his dark model versus hers. It's getting some interesting effects in there. Like once in a while, it just, you suddenly see through it. Yeah, whenever he teleports. The after image is doing some interesting things without our lips. The after image is doing weird things with how this model works. Okay, I think I heard her take damage, but I'm not sure. She does have part of her health bar down. But yeah, it's weird how even looking at her through this, it's different to focus on her. I think he's about to hit her. Nope. Teleported away whenever he got shot. Okay, wow, that's a big... Okay, did I get blinded by him? I think that was his blindness effect, not her. So that was intense. Okay. He's throwing blocks. So he's got his own ranged attack. It's kind of unique. Starts chucking blocks at him. That was a weird pause, but again, 1.7.10 mods do that. Okay, there goes our first phase. Okay, he remembered who he was fighting. She's using Moonlight Ray. Where did he... there he is. Okay, that hit for some good damage. Again, those beams. Where it... there he is. He's down here. Random X-ray. Again, good old 1.7.10, always glitching it up. Okay. She went pretty far out. I'm gonna have to get down to make sure that she goes a bit down. There we go. I mean, you could still theoretically hit her even from pretty high up. He just has to perfectly fling a block. Just the block throw is just a classic Mutant Enderman move. I think I see her bar, and she's probably at about a third of this phase. The interesting way it's handled is each phase in Touhou Items for their bosses is handled as a separate entity. Basically, the previous one dies, and then the new one immediately takes their place. Okay. But can you take them all on before you're out? Which one will you be up to, just on your own, versus all of them, Mutant Enderman. No tag team, no break, no regen, just can you take them all in a row? So therefore, I'm going to Taziko. They, on the other hand, get a rejuvenation because I had to punch them. But just a little. Just enough to make up for that one pointed punch. Okay, that was an immediate telesmash. I have to know where he is to guide any shots, though. Oh, good hit. Almost nailed her that way, too. Okay, he's flinging. Ah, he hit another block. Almost. I almost managed to guide that shot to him. Swarmer shots here. You literally have no way to hit him. Well, okay, that's his blindness, not hers. Okay, I'm back. Okay, Mutant Enderman. You did pretty good, actually. Despite the fact you haven't really had a healing break. Okay, I'm blinded by him again. Those kunai she's throwing. Okay. Just flew right by me. Okay. Now she's in spellcasting phase. Will he really be able to take 2 down before any kind of healing break? Because that would be kind of amazing. You're watching some fantastic moves both ways here, so, you know. So I'm also kind of curious. Is he technically stronger than all of them, like, combined? Because, like, can he go all the way? I know individually there's none that's probably going to be able to defeat him because they couldn't even get past the mutant skeleton phase except Cirno. And even then, it was a bit rough. He's having some odd pauses, but they're not. It's interesting. I mean, you've got blocks, dude. You can throw them. Okay, she was destroyed. He's got 5 HP. 5 HP. That's kind of insane, but he did make it. So he got past 2 on his own. There's no way he's gonna get past Riggle on 5 HP. Just no way. But I could still have him take her down. Oh, the clones, though. Classic guessing game. Of course, will she survive the death throes of the Mutant Enderman? That answer after I finally get to see again. Okay. We'll see. Because this deals a pretty good amount of damage. Okay. We're kind of both stuck in the vortex here. She flew out of that because I did. Huh. I think that... I don't think that is a good indicator there. Whoops. Didn't think about that. So that happened. But now I can see, can he take on the upper two tiers in terms of them having like extra phases and everything on his own. Yep. Oh, come on now. Windows, be cool. I don't know why it suddenly decided, oh, let's make mouse sensitivity suddenly way higher in a way that we can't explain how you're going to adjust it. Or if it's even possible. Okay. Because I'm not the only one that's had an issue with that. And if they say how they get around the problem, then I'll figure it out. But can the Mutant Enderman get past both tiers of the upper ones? The ones with actual, like, additional stages. I mean, all of them have their spellcasting phase, but you know what I mean. Ones with extras. Because Riggle gets an extra phase. Mutant Enderman, you might want to start throwing or something. But they got the ports, so they can sidestep a lot of this. Where'd he go? Oh, he was there for a moment. There he is. He's not really quite doing it the way I thought he would. Oh, this poor Yale. He's just walking casually. Whatever happened to teleport in and go for it? Well, went for it. Here comes the big omnidirectional phase. She's on a tree. You might want to start throwing things. Of course, right now the tree is cover, so I can go ahead and just throw these away. Oh, he just totally went for cover behind that tree. It's like, I'm sneaking past your shots, because you can't shoot through a tree. Meanwhile, I'm grabbing blocks, being sneaky. Yeah, this guy, he accidentally hit the tree with one and it got placed. That's hilarious. I mean, seriously. If you ever wonder why a tree has blocks placed on it, that you know an Enderman is to blame. But this is even more ridiculous because it's a mutant Enderman that just threw it there. Where are you going? Like, how are you deciding to route to her here? I'm wondering what you're thinking. See, that's better. You're at least closer now. But still, what was the mutant Enderman thinking with that? I have no idea. Where did it go? Oh, there you are. Oh, clone time. Oh, that poor Yale. He's point blank, though. So he managed to smack her. It took a pretty good chunk out of her health. Everything decided to freeze for a second there. That may have just been her shots. And I am blinded by Mutant Enderman doing that move again. Okay, he's got up close. He tried to smack her, but he missed. That time he hit her. Right now she's down to less than half. Are you gonna go for it, Mutant Enderman? They don't do much damage at a time, though, with those shots, so this can sometimes take a while. Just say. She is getting down to your level. Why does his AI slow more than hers? Is one thing I'm wondering. Okay, did she just... Nope, she did not get poofed. She did move very quickly. I think he knocked her so hard that she just flew backward. Well, now she got poofed. Okay, her big move is coming, but it's the one that's kind of awkward. She kind of lines up shots and then swirls them around her in particular ways. So it's a little more difficult for them to hit them. But they still can. I think he just got hit by it too. And I'm blinded by his move again. How much does he got? Oh, he is definitely low. Very low. And this is just against Riggle. So imagine him going against Cirno. Oh gosh. I don't think the Mutant Enderman's going to be able to claim back the title for Farlander's Spirit very easily. I mean, the Farlanders... the Farlands themselves finally got defeated, so is this a sign that the era of the Farlands is officially over? Is this the end? We'll see. Right now, he's just sneaking up on her, despite the fact it's right to her face, and she can clearly... Well, she's only really staring at me, but he's trying to go for it. But being sneaky about it doesn't really work. We have clones. Oh, he hit her. I heard that. Okay, that's where she went. She really takes some knockback. Like, I don't know if it's just because she's airborne or if he really hits that hard. But she is gone, and he's almost out, so he certainly can't take Riggle and Cirno tag team style. So I'll see if one-on-one if he can take out Cirno and finish things off. So that ought to be cool. I'm going to give him some heals. And then we'll see. You get a bit of a rejuvenation. Like full HP. Because you got it pretty narrow against Riggle, but Cirno has more. So you're going to be having a very bad time against Cirno, the mini Ice Queen. She's just a little ice mage, and she just wants to show the world that she's got what it takes. Unfortunately, it usually doesn't believe her. So she has to prove herself a little extra strongly. He's not really feeling it as much as he did previously. But he did take a chunk out of her health already. He does also have that telesplode thing. So if she hits him at point blank, the teleport will deal some damage. Like right there. Because he teleported away and then she just took a chunk of damage. He's sneaking around the tree. Dun 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 dun. But will that be enough to help him out? Yep. I think he just smacked her straight up that time. It could have been a telesplode. I'm following him around. Yep, we have clones. I can see the one labeled Mutant Enderman. Okay, he managed to sneak up on her that time with his clone trick. But what's going to happen next? Well, she managed to graze him at least. And I am blind again. This keeps happening. If I stand here, eventually, eventually I'll see again. It doesn't really last that long, so using milk would probably actually take longer than the effect. Okay, he hit her with a block. She went right into spellcasting phase. She's on Icicle Fall. Which is the one that strikes in the most interesting way. It really does come out of the sky, because she shoots up, and then they curve down, and they come down at you. But they rain all over the place, so it would be difficult for him to keep dodging this. We have clones. Of course, this is one of the perfect counters to that clone move, because it just rains them everywhere, so she's gonna knock all the, all the clones out and hit him pretty quickly. And I'm blinded again. Ah, that's where he is. So he's over here. I'm getting close to half. Okay. She nailed him again. Probably could really get a lock on to see what our actual health number was. So I was going to try to view it, but and I'm blinded again. Again, doesn't last long. Oh, he nailed her with that block. What was he throwing at? Did something else get him mad too? What could possibly be over there? I don't know. Now she's in that intermission phase, in between her spellcasting phases. He was just dancing around those shots. Like literally just doo 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 doo. She's got moves too. And he's definitely dealing with them. Liquids are something Endermen usually have issues with. You might want to get out of that. Yeah, that was weird. Of course, mutant Endermen are a bit more resistant to things like water than a normal Enderman. For all, they are the super mutants. Okay, he snuck around. But will he be able to hit her? He did teleport out of the way. At that time, I think he evaded. How much HP does she have usually in a phase? 32-ish, maybe? Not entirely sure if that's really how it is at each phase or what. Something I sometimes... Well, it's been a long time since I've looked at that stat, so, yeah. Oh, another Yale got obliterated. Okay, she's on perfect freeze. So, Mutant Enderman, you have a chance to bring it back. If you can take out Cirno, then you can be considered stronger than they are. At least on a one-on-one. I mean, you did take out the first two on your own, so props. But can you take down Cirno one-on-one? Because perfect freeze is just a serious snowstorm without technically just being snow. It's a lot worse than that. Uh-oh, he's about down. This time I'm going to try to be out of his way. I tried. Wasn't entirely possible. She's still shooting because she's aggroed on me, remember that. She can just fly out of the way. I think they can all just do that if they want to. They can just fly out of that effect, which is actually pretty impressive. It's like they can't get tractored. Now I'm kind of curious if she can avoid the blast of a mutant creeper like that. Can she do that? I'm curious. Can they fly out of that? I really am. So let's throw down Mutant Creeper and Cirno and just experiment here. No particular reason. Where this suddenly become a bit of mob battle science thrown in. Sometimes that happens. Is that 1 or 2? That is 2. Anybody know if the mouse setting is reset and if there's a way to like reset them or something? Because I'm wondering if there is, because I know that they sometimes update the wrong way, and that's like absolute key like illustration of that. Because I know it's not going to take her too long to get this guy down to explosion, and then everything gets hoovered in. Of course, there's also that. That took a huge chunk out of her health, though. And he does have headbutts. Bonk. Icicle fall. Can she hit directly below her like that, or not? Probably not. But she is hitting him. And the minions are having a hard time. They're having a difficulty with reaching. This guy can heal under some circumstances, so he might do so, or he might just keep getting nailed. He's a little over half. He's trying to pass. Oh. He's going for it. Or he was for a little while. Okay. Well, that pushed me, but missed her. That was interesting. Can you fling yourself out of their mutant creeper? It looks like he can. So he's back to being kind of okay. Then just takes the barrage to the face. Yeah, that'll happen, mutant creeper. How close are you to... Oh, he's about to detonate. She's getting pulled in now. Did that whiff? How did she not take damage from that? I mean, seriously, I'm curious how she got out of that blast. Did he like fall in the hole and she just missed the upper half of that attack? Is that what just happened? Because I'm wondering. Yeah, they're different stages have different health, but anyhow. I guess Cirno is stronger than a mutant Enderman, and for that matter, a mutant creeper. So this certainly went in an interesting direction. Yeah. So, well, see, it was fun. I'm pretty sure that you could certainly say this was fun, but certainly unexpected. This was something I just had to throw together as quickly as possible, so I didn't really get to test this out in the earlier on. I just knew how their AI would probably play out, so yeah. Anyhow, I'll be logging off for now. Hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody. And remember, there will be more mob battles.